fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. Oh my goodness, that game against Philly, man. We end up falling short. Philly ends up surviving that game, and I do mean every bit of the word survive. Bro, I know a lot of people probably like, man, these refs. We ain't even have to be in that situation, man, today. We still going through those beginning of the season woes, man, with shooting the basketball. Like I said, the focus over the summer was defense. So, I don't know how that affect guys, but guys just are not knocking down open shots, man. And, free throws tonight and missing open opportunities around the arc was the reason why you lose this game tonight, because Philly they're opportunists, man. They took opportunities, man. And of course, you already know that they're going to have the favorable battle when it comes to officiating. They have Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was pulling out all the stunts tonight. He was doing the same thing to some guys that he used to do to drumming, man, with the acting and the falling and, getting the fouls and things like that, man. But, man, let's just start from the top. First and foremost, tonight, we got an opportunity to see Frank Jackson kind of get himself back into himself, knocking down some shots tonight. He was still aggressive. He never lost his aggressiveness. But like I said, shooters just go through slumps. But the free throw line tonight was atrocious, and guys missed opportunities everywhere. I promise you, Killian Hayes should at least had 10 or more assists tonight, because he was finding some guys early in this game, and they just could not knock it down. Sloppy game from a few guys. Josh Jackson was sloppy tonight. Like I said, you have days with Josh Jackson. That's my dog, man. But my biggest thing is Dwayne Casey not knowing when to pull a plug on certain stuff. You got guys like Diallo and Frank Jackson on this team. So Josh not giving you what you need starting. You bring in Frank a little bit earlier. You bring in Hamidou Diallo a little bit earlier, because he was doing a real good job of stinking up some things out there. But yeah, like I said, with guys not knocking down shots tonight, it's just like I said, and once them shots start to fall, the Pistons are going to be in a much better position. These guys are not going to shoot bad the entire season. What I'm saying? I'm confident enough to say that. We're talking about career good shooters on this team. These are career good shooters. So that's not something that I worry about. It's just how long is it going to take for them to get out of this funk? And I think the home game should help us a lot. The energy of the crowd, the home game, the new arising reports from the Pistons about Cade Cunningham. He's been working out with the Motor City Cruise all week. He'll have his first practice with the team tomorrow. So there just is a chance that we may see him on a return home. So that is music to my ears, because what I saw out there today, Cade Cunningham fits like a glove. He fits like a glove with this offense, man. He's going to help Sadiq and Killian, man. First of all, Sadiq Bey tonight was a man in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Came through big time, but I got to give the fourth quarter, the third midway or quarter part of the third, Joseph was out there, and the energy was terrible out there. The offensive flow was terrible. I was tweeting these things out as it was going on. And, I had a few people arise and say, why would you say that? This, that, and the third. I said, you got to put Killian back in at this point. And I pointed that out on Twitter. As soon as he got in, offensive flow changed right back to where it was. The game was competitive again. We seen this again. The other night when we seen it, Killian didn't get back in the game. So when they went downhill, they kept going downhill. Well, tonight, Dwayne Casey, he decided to play Killian, and the offensive flow came back immediately. When I say immediately, I mean immediately. They went on 16-1 run or something like that. All at the hands of none other than, guess who? Killian. Like I said, defense tonight from quarter to quarter for him was excellent tonight. Took his opportunities when they were there. didn't shoot bad shots, decided not to shoot bad shots. But when he did take his shots, he was able to get some baskets tonight. You know what I'm saying? Even got a steal and a dunk tonight. Knocked down his 3-pointer. And like I said, it is, you know, his ability to see the floor is what helps. And in situations where they find him when he's wide open with his feet together, he was able to knock shots down. But the aggressive nature that came in the fourth quarter is what had me the most excited. You know, and he literally took over that fourth quarter. He took over that fourth quarter. If you don't believe me, you need to go back and watch the game if you didn't. He took over that fourth quarter, and he was wheeling and dealing out there. He was being aggressive. He was attacking the basket. Even though the last layup that he attacked the basket, man, flew past Embiid. They called a foul on Kelly Olynyk, bro. Like, it's like, come on, bro. It is. All these officials, man, when it comes to playing Philly, I cannot stand Philly, man, simply because of that, man. They get these whistles, man. But the refs, yeah, they was doing a good job on, on us in the fourth quarter. But man, it was, you know, the reason why my eyes lit up so much is because I kept placing Cade Cunningham in a lot of those situations, you know what I'm saying? And the way that him and Killian and Sadiq Bey can feed off of each other. Because we all know, you know, Jeremy Grant is a hell of a scorer, but Jeremy Grant does not need the ball in his hands. That offensive flow is just not right. It was times where Corey Joseph gave the ball to him, and he literally knew not what to do, period. He knew not what to do with the basketball, and it ends up leading to a bad shot because, like I said, you know, him and Josh Jackson are the two players on the team that they have zero vision whatsoever. They cannot find open people. I don't even think they try to look half the time. So bad shots came because of that situation. Jeremy Grant needs to be set up. He needs to be set up. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. He's a great scorer, but he needs to be set up for those shots. And that's why I wanted my young point guards in this game. The past two games. This is why I say I want those Killians and Saban Lees in the game. This is the second game for Killian Hayes where he's had a solid game. So, you know, it's no way that you're gonna tell me that, you know, based over these 4 games, the improvements that you've seen is not gonna take effect over 82 games. This is an 82 game season. So you seriously telling me to my face that Killian Hayes is just not going to get no better over 82 games? Something is wrong with you. You don't understand basketball. You just don't. Well, you don't have the eyes to see talent, man. And the talent is there. He's never going to turn into no 25 plus 30 point scorer. That's not what we need him to be. We have Cade Cunningham. We have Sadiq Bey. We have Jeremy Grant. We have scorers on this team. We need him to be somewhere solid in that 15-point range, and I can damn sure see him getting there, plus a bunch of assists and a bunch of steals, because he was the only one out there stealing the ball. He was slapping the ball out of Embiid's hand tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the defense is already there. The assist is already there. The points will come, and they're starting to come. They're starting to come. Just like I said, man. So, like I said, just pump your brakes. It's no need to rush, with a lot of these guys. Just calm down, man. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. It's going to come, man. And like I said, we have a team where I'm looking within the next 2 years, we're really going to be competing. I mean, really competing. And I'm not talking about for a playoff spot. I'm talking about really competing. In the next 2 years, we should be able to acquire some guys in free agency, man, to help give this team even more of a boost. And these guys should be developed to a point where we can go out and really start winning some of these games. Because, like I said, today, this game, we all expected the Pistons to get blown out, and they still did not get blown out. Like I said, the defense, that it was there today. They just could knock shots. They could knock shots down. And this is the Sixers we're talking about. This is the Philadelphia Sixers we talking about. So, looking at that roster and looking at what we have available right now with all the young players, for them to be in this game like they were at the end, pretty much majority of the game, besides when Corey Joseph was at the helm and the game got out of hand a little bit. But they fought and scratched their way back as they used to do all last season. But Cade Cunningham is definitely going to be the factor. He's going to be the factor to carry it over the top and win some of these type of games. Like I said, I'll be so glad to see him go out there and get his first game up under his belt. And if K doesn't take off right away, I feel no different about it. The boy, he works entirely too hard. It's a documentary that you guys need to watch, man, so y'all can understand the work that this kid has put in and where he's coming from. It's a documentary by Overtime. Shout out to Overtime. You need to go on to their channel. You just type in K Cunningham documentary. It'll pop up for you guys. It's a 3-part documentary, and it is a great documentary. You need to check it out. Because it explains his journey all the way to this point where he is right now, and the type of work ethic that he has. But on top of that, the people that he has around him, man, the kid is going to be successful here in Detroit. So, like I said, it's so many factors to the Pistons being successful in the future, and it just has me so excited, man. Like I said, we 0-4. Nobody, some people will look at the schedule. Y'all 0-4. You don't know the situation, bro. You don't know what we doing. You don't know the situation. Like I said, we can go out and get per se a Jalen Green in the draft where he's just chucking up shots like tonight. If y'all see some of these right here, chucking up shots, and it doesn't help teams win. You know what I'm saying? The things that I saw from Killian Hayes tonight helps teams win. That's the difference. That's why I'm not so tied up on having a team full of scorers. If you have some guys who can score mixed with someone who knows how to control the floor, you're going to have better success. You're just going to have better success. You look at some of the teams right now that they're loaded full of premier scorers, and they are struggling, out the gate. Definitely struggling out the gate. It helps at the point guard position where the point guard can go out and score points. But if your point guard can make everybody else around them better, you got something there. And that's something that we've had here in some of our previous success. Like I said, it's nice where guys like Chauncey Billups didn't have to go out and do scoring. Everybody else got off because of Chauncey Billups. And, it won us basketball games. So, like I said, I'm not looking for a 30-point scorer at the point guard position. I'm looking for a point guard. I'm looking for a point guard to take what's there, to take his opportunities. And that's somewhere that I believe Killian Hayes can develop to get to. So tonight he showed a little bit more growth, and I'm proud of the performance that he had tonight. But in the meantime, man, like I said, let's get prepared, man, and ready for the return home. Hopefully we can get that return from K Cunningham, man. It's going to be a big day, big day Saturday. Of course, we got Michigan and Michigan State. So later on that night, we'll have our Pistons and hopefully the debut of K Cunningham. Now, another thing to make note of is that Livers is also there. Livers was scheduled to return November 1st. Livers is also there. So I'm going to see what I can pull up and dig up on Livers in his status. But he's also there. So that's a plus. But with that said, I am definitely looking forward for these next couple of games, man. Like I said, we got some back-to-backs coming up, but, as we talked about in the schedule release, I said these first 10 games on our schedule are absolutely ridiculously difficult, especially out the gate. So when I look at the record, I'm not surprised at all. These ain't no slouch teams we playing here. We came out of the gate, played the Bulls twice, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you turn around and you got the Sixers, and then you can look at the rest of the schedule for these first 10, and it's just like ridiculous, bro. So with this team in the state that we are in right now, we're not going to go 0-10, but you expect the toughness of the schedule to hit us hard in the beginning. So with that said, that's all I got for you guys. Leave it in the comments, man. Let me know if you think the ref screwed us. Let me know if you think the ref screwed us tonight, man. And you know, like I said, once these shots start falling, we should be in a better position. Y'all just got to believe me, man. Believe me. All right, y'all. Peace.